This is the iconic Broad Arrow Tavern. Looks like it's been given a new lease of life. It was looking a bit run down last time we were out here, but it's like at least the top sign, and there's now tables and chairs and that out here, some new shade cloth. So looking fairly promising. I'd like to see these places still being used. Very historic old tavern out here. Really famous for all the scrawled signatures over the years of people who've been here.
The practice of signing your name on any available space has now been ended, and that's been replaced by a magnet and tag system. For a fee, you purchase a magnet and one or more tags, write your names on the tags, and then throw the magnet up under the front veranda roof.
We're making our way up to Niagara as our campsite for the night, and alongside the road on the way is about, what are we now, about 100 kilometres north of Goongarrie, something like that. And these old railway buildings at Goongarrie, some of them are opened, other ones like this one are closed. Beware something. Beware guard dog. Somehow I don't think there's a guard dog in there. She's all chained up, and I'd say some ambitious people probably crawl through there. Nice stone building. Some very nice stonework on that by the looks of it. See if we can get a decent shot through here. Yeah, some very nice stonework there. Well, the back of the property's not looking quite as good as the front. Still got some very nice stonework there, but yeah, the back end there is not looking too crash hot. No telling how long that's been abandoned for. I would love to be able to see inside that. But she is locked up very tight. We've got a couple of other buildings. There's one here, one a bit further down. We'll drive down and have a look. They are probably not going to be quite as interesting as the one that's all locked up, but we shall have a look anyway. And unfortunately you can see the results of what happens when they're not got a big barbed wire fence around them. You get bloody idiots coming down here, smashing the windows and wrecking the place. So I guess there's not much point in not having a look. Some odd flooring, don't know what the hell that is. Oh, we've got a fireplace there. Remains of a door, some fly screens, bit of woodwork around the bottom there. See these old doors. Not much else, unfortunately. These places don't get looked after And they're just left to themselves. We'll go down and have a look at the third building. Some stage someone's been doing some work on it, but what's the point when the vandals get in and trash the place anyway? Bit of an out room here. Yeah, one hates to think what that might be. I'll avoid that. Okay, sort of kitchenish area. Ceiling is not faring too well here. This looks like it's been done up at some stage. Definitely. They haven't been used for a while, pretty grubby. But this area definitely looks as though it has been done up at some point. Little end to the house. I don't know if it was an add-on. Perhaps it was just a veranda that was filled in at some stage. Hard to tell. But again, we got that lovely brickwork. Really nicely done. The stonemasonry, I should call it, I guess. It's been patched up here. You can see someone's been repairing it. Not quite sure what some of the repairs are in aid of. They don't look too crash hot. But the original stonework is very nice. So what's going on with these is hard to tell. But that's a bigger house over there. That's definitely been looked after a bit better by putting a barbed wire fence around it. Bit of signage at the front here tells you a bit about the history. I shall have a read of that, see if there's anything interesting on it, and put it in as voiceover if there is. The old electricity meter there, long been disconnected, all set to 0. Some pest control information there from 2010 by the looks of it. So yeah, I imagine the history of these is that they were built quite some time back, but then they were modified and repurposed a bit. And that would account for things like fluoro lights in them. I can't imagine this would have been a thrilling place to be posted though. And yes, it is possible to spend a night here if you want to, and you get full signal, because just over to my left here, here's a big fat Telstra tower. Yes, that's what it looks like to me, with the microwaves on top. So park a little bit away from that one, and you'll get good phone signal. So it's time for us to head on to Menzies. Well, after about a 100-kilometre drive, I think it is. 100 kilometres? No, 120 kilometres drive. We arrived in Menzies, and we just stopped here to have lunch. There's a bit of a so-called water park there. I can't see any water. A rest area, toilets, and just behind me here is the old Menzies train station. Can't quite imagine it in its heyday, but it's looking a bit sad now, unfortunately. I'll just pop in there and have a look around. Look at the state of this place. They're just going to let it fall to bits by the looks of it. It obviously was done up at some stage because of the air conditioning and the security screens on the doors. But now they've just given up on it, obviously. Fortunately, it's looking rather uncared for. At some stage it has been repurposed. and used for something else because of the air conditioners sitting out there. They certainly didn't have that when it was built. But what it was used for, no idea. They definitely put some air conditioning into it at some stage. And as is usual for these sorts of places, sadly uncared for, left to rot, and nothing useful done with it. Places like these would make wonderful museums, but nobody seems to give a stuff about history these days. Presumably all locked up. Yep, can't even see inside it, so we don't know what it's like. So these old buildings that are very significant, important historical places, just allowed to rot. Even the old gate there, fallen off its hinge and sitting on the floor. All these locked up. Platform, lovely old station. Still got a railway line passing by it, but certainly no passenger services here anymore. What a waste. Lovely old building, just rotting away. A little bit of look inside, because one of the windows here is out. If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't even know what it was like. Try and get some idea. Can't really see that much. You can see the ceiling there's falling in. So yeah, they're just allowing this place to fall to bits. You can see here's the old window here. Now it's not, definitely not original, that's Perspex. Yeah, what a shame. This probably would have been the ticket counter maybe here. Can't tell. Slabs just lying there. Electric surveillance. What is the point of this shit? They got electric surveillance and they're not even looking after the place. Utter nonsense. Totally disgraceful to allow these places to just rot away to nothing. And here we go, some more Perspex off. So get a bit of a look inside there. Some sort of an old fireplace. A little bit of a look inside, but yeah, we can see how badly it's deteriorating, the roof falling in. Nobody doing anything to look after it. Absolutely bloody disgraceful. We now stop for the night at Niagara Dam. Now the name is apparently originates from the Aussie sense of humour, and yes, it was named after Niagara Falls, but not because it was spectacular. for the very opposite reason. And while this area down here looks pretty pleasant and green, unfortunately there's not much water in the dam itself. Just about to head up there now and have a look at it. Previous trip we came here, it was a lot more water in it than that. She's looking a bit sad at the moment, but at least there's a little bit down there. You can actually see there's a road goes down along. That was good. Oh, that was well and truly underwater when we came here before. Up on the dam wall. And you can see we just camped down here. It's the bottom of the dam wall. Mostly because there's a bit of pleasant water to look at. I don't know yet if it's full of muzzies. I suppose we'll find that out too very shortly. And this is the upper level toilet. And there's one also down in the bottom section. So I gather this area here is meant for camping on the top level. Niagara Dam's got flushing dunnies, which is pretty good. So bit posh out here with a bit of water. Nothing else, but good to have a flushing dunny. One of our camp staple meals for tonight, and we have it fairly often on trips, usually only once, but this time twice. And as you can see, we're just starting it off. That is a seafood pizza, and for anybody who wants to know what goes into that, it's just tomato paste on the bottom, some chopped up tomato, also some capsicum, onion, can of tuna, can of smoked oysters, and just cheese. And that is only just starting. We've had the pizza plate heating for a while, so leave that in there for about 15 to 20 minutes.